Hi guys, greetings to you all, and once again you are welcomed onto the Stratford Africa channel. On Thursday night, Manchester United comes up against Leicester City at the King Power Stadium in the Premier League. We are going to be previewing that game in this video, and also we shall be talking about Antony signing and what that means for the club. We will also discuss our midfield situation and how we can get good balance in midfield that will help us dominate games, and a lot more in this video. So please subscribe to the channel if you haven't, smash a like on the video, share it, get into the comment section, let me know your thoughts about the upcoming game. What do you think about our new player and all the matters? Whatever you think about Manchester United, drop it on the comment section. Let's get interactive. Thank you all for your support, and I appreciate it a lot. Please keep supporting the channel. Yeah, so that being said, I think Antony's deal has been announced officially by the club some few hours ago, and we are all happy. He's an exciting talent. He's got a very high ceiling, irrespective of the amount of money that we've paid for him. I think we all agree that he's a good player, and he's got a very bright future ahead of him. Yes. That being said, let me use this opportunity to address our rival fans. They should shut the fuck up and leave us alone. You understand? Ever since the deal has been was announced, a lot of rival fans has been on Twitter, on Facebook. They are just talking crap about our summer spending. And let me remind them, the money we've spent is not their money. It is our own money. It is Manchester United's money. You understand? We are talking about money that the club itself has generated. This is not even owner sponsored money that we can't even explain. Yes, there are only few clubs on this planet that has the right to spend those amount of money, and Manchester United is rightfully one of those clubs. You understand? So you men all can fuck off and go and sleep somewhere. And people are talking about he will flop because the price tag is too big for him. The guy has desire. He has Brazilian blood running through his veins, my guys. So please relax and give him time. You understand? If you are talking about flops, which one of you teams, the team that you support doesn't have a flop? You want me to mention names for you? Jack Grealish is sitting on Man City's bench. He was signed for how many? For how much? £100 million. Kepa Arrizabalaga is sitting on Chelsea's bench with a £73 million price tag. Kai Havertz is there, living on a one Champions League final goal for his entire Chelsea career. You understand? Chelsea spent 150 million euros to sign Lukaku 1 year ago. As we speak now, Inter Milan have the money and they have Lukaku again. Liverpool just splashed £100 million on Darwin Núñez. You understand? Real Madrid signed to Chouamini for £100 million. So please fuck off, bro. Allow us enjoy our transfer window. If it was you, you would have enjoyed it and enjoyed it better. So please, you all have flops in your clubs. So even if he flops, it is not anything new under the sun. You understand? So you rival fans should leave us alone. Yeah, so that is it there for the rival fans who are crying because we signed Antony. But let's come to Antony as a player. The guy is a very fantastic player. He's a good dribbler, and he has been cultivated throughout his career to play at the wings. And we've lacked such a profile in our team for some time now. He comes in and he will help us a lot. You know, our wingers are not traditional wingers, especially when we used to play Rashford and Greenwood on the wings. Now we have traditional wingers in Jadon Sancho and Antony on the flanks. These guys will not rush to come inside to score goals. They will keep the weight, they will stretch the opposition's defensive block, and they will create lapses for us to exploit. Now what we need to do now is to commit more men forward. Our fullbacks need to overlap more. We need to have runners from midfield so that we can make good use of these guys. Yes, with Casemiro in the midfield, I don't expect us to play and be afraid that we'll be caught on the transition. We need to have runners in midfield, and our fullbacks need to overlap these guys, because a lot of the time, Jadon Sancho, for example, he has always been double teamed or triple teamed, and there has been little to no overlapping runs for him to utilize. That is why he seemed not to be working so far. You understand? Yeah. So I think with Antony coming, he will stretch the back line for us, and Sancho on the left too. That is where he's comfortable playing at. Even though we signed him to play on the right wing for us, but he is very comfortable playing on the left. And Rashford has not been in good form. And now that we have Antony and Sancho, I am expecting that when we attack teams, the ball will stay up top there, especially when Martial is fit. The technical ability in that front three is just crazy. Antony Santos, Antony Martial, and Jadon Sancho as a front three. That is crazy, bro. So he's a good player. He's a young lad, 22 years of age. He's got a brighter future ahead of him. He has just signed about 5 years contract with an option for a further year. This is a brilliant deal. No matter how much we left it late and we overpaid for him, that is a fact. Nobody is denying that fact. But we are not the only team to have overpaid for players. You understand? Yes. So let me shift my attention to our next game, which is coming up against Leicester City. Leicester City, they haven't really started the season very well. I think they haven't won a game yet. They've played a couple of draws and they've lost a lot. You understand? If you look at their team, they've lost a very experienced goalkeeper in Schmeichel, and they are on their way to lose Wesley Fofana to Chelsea. So they've lost a couple of players, and some of their players also have injuries. So the morale and the confidence around that place is not very good right now. But I expect them to turn up against Manchester United and turn into prime Barcelona or prime Ancelotti or prime Zidane's Real Madrid side, because this is what we do. As Man United, we have a way of making bad teams look very decent against us. You understand? Because even though they have lost a lot of players, but if you look at their forward line, they still have Jamie Vardy, they still have Kelechi in there, they still have Ademola Lookman. These guys are very tricky players, and Harvey Barnes is back. You know that guy can score a goal from long range. You understand? So our back four will need to be on alert, and they will really need to be on the lookout for these guys. Even though I expect it to be a tough game, but I expect that we will come out with all 3 points. But we have to show desire, we have to show passion, we have to deserve to play football on the field before we can win that game. Yes, it doesn't matter they haven't started the season well. They will be looking to make amends against us. They will be thinking to themselves, if Brentford can score 4 against these guys, we also stand a chance. So we need to continue our recent performance against Liverpool and Southampton. Even though the Southampton performance was not that good, but I'm looking forward and hoping that the boys will turn up and they will improve upon that performance. Yeah, so turning my attention to our side, if I'm going to predict a lineup that will start that game, I think in the back four, I will keep the back four that has played against Liverpool and Southampton. They have been superb. They haven't done anything wrong to deserve a change in them. But when we come to midfield, that is where my problem lies. In my match reaction video for the Southampton game, I mentioned it, and I will reiterate that point here. I don't think the Bruno Fernandes and Eriksen combination works. These two guys are number 10s, and they are always looking to create chances. And because of that temperament of like being in a hurry to pass the ball, to release the ball, we lose possession a lot and we fail to dominate the midfield. So left on to me, I will start Casemiro at the number 6 role, and then I will play either of Fred or McTominay and put one of Bruno or Eriksen at the number 10 role. Because if you look at Casemiro, he's a holding midfielder. He's a very good defensive midfielder, and we have lacked such a profile in this team for years. So having Casemiro in there and allowing McTominay to go box to box will benefit him a lot, because that is how we get the best out of McTominay. He's not a holding midfielder. And if you look at our past 2 games against Liverpool and against Southampton, it looks like he has played well. So I wouldn't drop him. I would play McTominay, Casemiro, and either Eriksen or Bruno. Bruno's temperament to lose the ball is affecting our play a lot. We need to get hold of the ball and keep it better and have patient build up in midfield. You understand? So, but if you have 2 10s in your team, it doesn't really help. And on Eriksen too, I think we are overplaying that guy. We are running him to the ground. When he signed for us, a lot of people thought he will be used as a rotation player. But it turns out that our lack of quality in midfield has meant that we over-relied on him, and he has played almost every single game so far. So I think the higher we give him, the earlier we give him some rest, the better it will be for us and him. So I'll either rest Eriksen in this game or I'll rest him in the Arsenal game. You understand? And Bruno will have to sit up and control his temperament. You understand? So that is the midfield situation there. Let me know what you think about it. What do you think about the Bruno Fernandes and Eriksen combination? In my opinion, it is not really working. So get into the comment section. Let me know what you think. And then if you move on to up front to I think I'll maintain the front three that has started the past 2 games. Ronaldo is still not looking good. He doesn't look like he wants to be here, and that is still messing up with his head. And the amount of energy the manager is requiring up front for the guys to press and run on the ball, run off the ball. I think if we start Ronaldo, we won't get that from the start. And we need to get that from the start. We need to match the guys with their work rate from the start to stand a chance to be able to win that game. So I will again sit Ronaldo on the bench until the transfer window is finished and he's here and he has cleared his head and is ready to stay. Then we can talk about how to utilize him and make good use of him. You understand? Yeah, so I'll start Elanga, Sancho and Rashford. Even though Rashford at number 9 is not working against lesser teams like Leicester City, he won't get space to run into, and his hold up and link up play are not the best. Against Southampton, for example, he offered nothing. Honestly, truth be told, Rashford didn't offer anything at all. But at least he will run and he will press and he will do the other stuff. If Martial is back into this team, our level will just go up about 3 or 4 levels. Because with his hold up play, the way he's good with his back to goal, the way he can link up the play, and with his tricky skills, we can even get 1 or 2 penalties from him. You understand? So it's just a shame that Martial is struggling with fitness right now. The form he had in pre-season coming into this season, I was really hoping he will help us a lot. But unfortunately, injuries have worried him a lot, and we are going to have to wait and see what happens. So that will be it for Manchester United in the transfer window. I think after Antony, maybe Dubravka will sign today or tomorrow, and that will be it. I don't expect any more business. And whatever happens later on, we shall come on here and react to all the news and all the everything that is surrounding Manchester United at the moment. So until we meet again next time after the game to discuss what happened, thank you once again for your support. Please stay safe out there. Bye bye.